Well, hello. Welcome back to the Twin Flame Daily Tarot. My name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Daily Forecast for Thursday, December 17th, 2020. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my table. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber, and hello if you are new here. I am so very glad that you have found me. So as I said, my name is Tony. And this is the Twin Flame Forecast. First, we're going to pull a few cards for our Divine Feminine. Nextly, we'll pull a few cards for our Divine Masculine. And lastly, we will pull some cards for the collective Twin Flame couples. If you see a deck of cards you like, I'm going to link them down below in the description. And when I refer to our Divine Feminine and to the Divine Masculine, divine means holy. Feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. Are you ready? I'm excited. Let's get this Thursday going. All right. We've got our white sage incense, so let's get it smoking and get our table cleared, shall we? Here we go. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. There we go. I actually had to relight it a little bit. It wasn't smoking as much as I preferred. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to burn myself with my candle, y'all. I'm always trying to burn something, aren't I? We should rename this channel to like Watch What Tony Burns Tarot. Okay, headphone users, let's turn down that volume so that I can set the tone for this reading. Nice. And let's set our intention for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit to please join us. Please be present with us and help us to understand these messages as we receive them. Ooh, let me get a sip of my tea, shall I? Let me see who we're drinking out of this one now. Belle, she's my favorite. What's your favorite? Do y'all have a favorite Disney princess? She's been my favorite since I was in high school. When I was a little girl, I would have told you it was Cinderella. But then I met Belle in the 8th grade, and it has been love ever since. Speaking of things I love, we are going to start with our beautiful Divine Feminine. Our first card for the day, we are going to read from the Work Your Light Oracle book. Headphone users, let's turn down the volume for that shuffle. Gorgeous. Ooh, y'all hear that yummy energy? All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine? And whatever time, date, place, or space they are watching this reading. Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have? There you go. You actually got looking like 2 cards. Ooh, the first one, I love this one. Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in subtle realms. And the second card you got is yes. Just say yes. Let's just start with that one. I don't have to read the book. All it says is yes. If you're asking a question, the answer is yes, 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 yes. I want to show you something cool. Look at these 2 cards. Look what they both have. They both have, it's like, being in alignment with you being what looks like grounded and then in alignment, and then being in alignment with your higher self and the creator so that you could all co-create. I love these 2 pictures together. But the answer for those of you who are asking the question is yes. Whatever the question is, Divine Feminine, the answer is yes. All right, let's read about this Council of Light. Council of Light. It's funny, I actually opened right up to yes. As I said, it just says yes. Yes, don't overthink it, just say yes. All right, let's find the Council of Light. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Council of Light. It says the Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of this planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul's mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What task would you like to delegate to them? So when we're talking about the Council of Light, you hear me pray to them at the beginning of every reading, the beginning of every shuffle. I would say angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. That's my Council of Light. My personal guardian angels, the archangels, ancestors, my ancestors. When I say guardians, I mean think of people such as the Buddha, Jesus, the saints, things like that, the guardians. And then guides, my personal spirit guide. Okay, that's who I'm praying to in spirit. Spirit, source, God, mother, father, whoever you want to refer to it as, the universe, whatever. That's who I'm referring to when I talk to when we speak of the Council of Light. Okay, it is also said that the Council of Light are, not to get too woo-woo, but they can be also members of extraterrestrial beings who are here watching over and guiding the universe. That is also a belief, whether you believe it or not. That's up to you. Okay. The Council of Light is a team of, it says, that's funny. It says the Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, like Jesus, for instance. Light being angels and guides devoted to the rising of earth and all of humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a spirit world, United Nations, they want to thank you for doing so much work and devoting your life to the uplifting of this planet. So you're just being told to pray for clarity and for guidance if you're not sure what your personal mission is, okay? And to understand that, if you need help, they are available to you. You are never alone. You are never, ever alone. You're always divinely guided, divinely inspired. And if you're willing to listen, they're here to help. But here's the thing. They can't intercede without your permission. You actually have to give them permission. So when you ask for help, be sure to give them permission, okay? Don't just say, hey, help me, and then expect it to happen. You actually have to, They can't intercede, okay? Thanks to the law of free will, they're not allowed to just jump in unless your life is in danger. But so it looks like this is about, talking to your higher self, and the answer is yes. So let's see what question you are asking your higher self's divine feminine. Let's find out about that. We're going to pull from the Universal Standard Rider-Waite. All right. Headphone users, let's turn in that volume. Nice. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for our divine feminines? What messages do we have for the lovely divine feminine on this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? What messages do we have for the divine feminine in whatever time, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. Just like that. Bam. Ace of Cups. So there's a yes if I ever did see one, right? The question, or the answer is yes. Yes, Ace of Cups, new beginnings, right? Ace of Cups, this is new feelings, new love. This could be a new love is on its way in, and it could be a new love that is. So if you're asking, is this person maybe forever? The answer is yes. If you're asking, is this person your soulmate? The answer is yes. If you're asking, if this person is your twin flame, the answer is yes. Tap into your higher understanding, your higher wisdom, and trust, that you have, you do have a pipeline that runs through you, runs right down from your head through your spine it connects you as above, so below. And that energetic pipeline connects you to the earth below you and to all the collective wisdom here on this earth that's being shared from generations past and from the present. And, all the energy that's available to you from here on this earth. And that energy also shoots straight up to heaven and connects you with above, with source, with the one, okay? The one universal source of love and energy, okay? And that energy is available to you, okay? And that's what they're trying to tell you, all right? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, you have Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, King of Wands, and King of Pentacles. So, that's interesting. Let's start in here. So it looks like... well, let's just go ahead and start here. We'll actually jump down to the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles for you, divine feminine. We're talking about our higher selves. King of Wands, that is basically your highest version of yourself. This is your inner spark, your inner knowing. He's that big picture. He's the one that can look at the big getting tongue twisted. He's the one that can look at that big picture. He's the leader, okay? And then you have the King of Pentacles. That's this person who builds a foundation that lasts forever, okay? And so, if you're asking about a new love, And you're asking, is this new love long lasting? And is this love somebody who I can build a future with? Yes, 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 you can. You can build this new love that you're asking about. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah, yes, yes. This person is forever. This person is somebody who is looking at the big picture and wanting to build something long term with you. Now, what's interesting is that you got this Four of Pentacles right next to this yes. You've been very stubborn about this. This new love coming in, you feel it, you feel it coming on, and you're it feels very resistant. It feels like you've been fighting it just a wee bit. No. This person isn't my twin flame. No, this person isn't my soulmate. No, I'm not falling in love. No, I don't want to be in a relationship. It feels like it could be they are pushing you away. It could be that you, but also I feel like I hear in my head subconscious. I feel like you're pushing this away a little bit, and you've got this Page of Cups, and love is like, no, let me in. It feels like you're just like being very stubborn. You're being very stubborn about this love that's try to come in. And you're being told don't. This is a forever. This is something that's strong and steady. This is a relationship that you can count on, that's going to be able to build your future with. Okay. So let's stop being stubborn about it, and let's stop resisting this. Let's stop fighting what we already know to be true, that this love is literally something that we pray for. Look, this is like the hand of God giving it to you. This is something you have hoped for. This is something that is divinely aligned and inspired. Oh, yes, it is. It is divinely aligned and inspired. Divine twins, divine feminine, I should say. Yeah. Stop being so stubborn. You know it is. You know this love is true. This love is pure, to quote Miss Taylor Swift. All right, so divine feminine, let's stop resisting and let's start receiving. Okay, open your hands up wide and receive what you asked for. It's on the table. It's on its way. It's ready for you. All you have to do is say yes. Be willing to receive. All right, divine feminine, I hope that was helpful for you. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, or subscribe to my channel, or hit that little notification bell, I would appreciate it so much if you would, because now we are going to switch gears and we are going to start reading for our divine masculine. Actually, let me pull all your cards down just a little bit. I'm looking at them on camera and I'm like, no, I think we can arrange that better. There we go. How's that? You can see that pretty good. Okay. Divine masculine, it is your turn now. We're going to pull first from the Kuan Yin Oracle. Headphone users, let's turn it down for that shuffle. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God's spirit. What messages do we have? Ooh-wee. That was a messy shuffle. Let's try that one more time. And what did he say, divine masculine? What messages do we have for our divine masculine today? What messages do we have for our divine masculine for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? What messages do we have for our divine masculine? I wonder time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guys, thank you. We just need one card, please, on the table. Just one card, please, for our divine masculine. Thank you so much. All right. Nice. Divine masculine, you got number 8, the Snow Shepherdess. So number 8, as you know, it's infinite possibilities. So this is a moment where you probably have opportunity, a lot of opportunities on the table for you, divine masculine. Let's see what this says. It says, out of apparent emptiness, something surprising and beautiful is going to happen. Hold on, let me remind you what was just there at the divine feminine. Out of apparent emptiness, something surprising and beautiful is going to happen. I like that. The Snow Shepherdess is an omen of the most unlikely sort of success. She brings with her a blessing of the energy of life in the midst of what may seem like an ending. This is the triumph that happens unexpectedly after hope is lost. Oh, I like that message. After hope is lost. She says, feeling defeated can be a painful experience for the mind, yet If we are holding on too tightly, we can suffocate instead of animate what we want to flourish and grow in our world. So the Snow Shepherdess brings you reassurance that it is okay to let go, to loosen your grip psychologically and emotionally, and even allow for endings to happen. Those endings are only steps towards new beginnings, okay, Divine Masculine? Now, this is a very important part of the message. She says, remember that nothing is beyond the power of life, not even death. For life emerges in a new form again and again. Place your hope in life, and you shall gain blessings of healing and comfort. No matter how final things may seem, love and life will prevail according to greater wisdom. Okay, so Divine Masculine, this is one of those things where it seems like, you know, all hope is lost, but all hope is not lost. All right, I was just saying this to a friend of mine yesterday who was going through a very rough time, and I was, you know, she was really laminating on the cause, and this is all to blame because it's, you know, all to blame, and even in our lowest moments, the most important thing for us to remember is that we can choose how we respond, okay? And if we are focusing on blame, which is a very low vibration, we're going to take what is a low moment and just make it lower, okay? And that's, I was trying to say to her, but I know I didn't say it that way, and I'm not even sure how it came across. So, but it's very imperative that Divine Masculine right now, if you're feeling like you are just, you know, at a point where there seems to be no hope going forward in whatever the situation you're thinking of, I want you to focus on the horizon. I want you to focus on that sunrise that's always going to come up. No matter what happens, day after day after day, the sun always rises. There's always a new beginning. Have faith that in love. There's always something to be hopeful for. Find it and cling to it if you have to. But there is never, just remember, death is not final. Death is just the, you know, they say from the womb to the tomb, hold on. The cradle to the, oh shoot. From the womb to the tomb, from the, something to the cradle. I can't remember. But basically, life is a never-ending circle, and when we die, we're born anew, and you know that's what life is. And then we get to live this next phase of our life, and then something happens and it kills that phase, and that era ends. That's while we're alive. We're not talking about after death. After death, your soul gets to come back in another life and another chance, and that's what we're talking about. So don't lose hope. Even after death, there's always new life. Okay. So even in the darkest winters, remember spring will be coming again. All right. So let's not lose hope. All right. Let's pull from the Dolly Tarot. Hang on. Let me see how I can get it to show me. Hang on. Where am I at? Nope. We're not going to see me, are we? Hold on. Let's go this way. Anything else? Nope. Oh, there I am. Hey. All right, Divine Masculine. Headphone users, let's turn down the volume for the shuffle. Nice. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for our Divine Masculine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card, please, for our Divine Masculine on the table. Thank you. That was nice and quick. All right, Divine Masculine, you got strength. Beautiful, beautiful. Strength. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have, interesting, the moon and the sun, followed, wow, by the Three of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Wow. All right, so this is very, very loud reading. Very loud. The cards are yelling at me here. In fact, they're yelling on both sides. So let's talk about this. You're feeling, get the feeling overall collectively, Divine Masculine, something you've been wanting, something you've been hoping for is taking a very, very long time to get here. And I feel like you're losing a little faith. In fact, you might have lost a lot of faith. You may have lost a faith in the system, the process, somebody, something. But it feels like you're feeling very hopeless. And like you may not even want to go on, okay? Remember though, this is the card number 8. 8 is the infinite. 8 is the never ending. So what they're telling you is don't give up so easy. It's okay to take a day and to feel down and to just feel like you've lost everything. But you know what? The next day, get yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. This is the card of strength showing up, telling you you are stronger than you can possibly imagine. There's hope always floats. You see how how the flowers are above her in her mind? Hope always floats. It always floats right up to the surface, okay? Grab that hope and cling to it and understand that the sun will come. Understand while you're sitting in your darkest days, the sun will come up tomorrow. What did I say about that? The sun, the one thing that if you have nothing else to believe and cling to, is to remember that every night when the moon goes down, the sun comes back up day after day. Didn't I say that? Interestingly enough, we got a lot of Leo energy, okay? So there's a lot of Leo energy on the table here. We got strength and the sun. And then over here we have Pisces. So it feels like you're kind of a little bit down right now. It's time to know that, what's been kept in the dark isn't always, these kind of lower energies aren't going to be forever. The sun is going to rise. And look what, speaking of the sun rising, literally, look, speaking of the sun rising, look, there's Jesus on that 3 of Pentacles. So, I mean, yeah, that's, collaboration, teamwork. This is going to be, let's put this together with Hangman. Whatever this is, it feels like you're going to have a turnaround. It feels like you're going to, the energy that you're feeling is going to turn around. It's coming quickly. And I feel like it's going to come because you're going to be getting very grounded and because there's going to be an offer being made to you, I think, very soon. I would suggest make sure before you answer this, it may even be an offer to work as a team with somebody, to collaborate with somebody. I would suggest before you don't jump too quickly into it. It may seem like a very good offer. Make sure you're grounded and you are sure and steady of who you are and you are in your highest vibe, okay, before you accept that. This is cool though, because it's sitting with the Hangman. So one thing I like about this is this Hangman with this 3 of Pentacles. In general, when the Hangman shows up, I mean, he can have a lot of different, he can mean a lot of different things. The Hangman has different, he's got a lot of different energies, but you've got this double Pisces sitting here. You got, it's kind of cool. Look, you've got 2 Pisces, 2 Leo, and then Taurus energy showing up with that 3 of Pentacles. So the Hangman, hang on, I'm trying to get it back like that. There we go. The Hangman, when he shows up here in this case, this is in this case, he's kind of telling you this is you finally getting that release, that you've been holding on to this fear, this it feels like there's nothing left to hold on to, like there's no hope left to hold on to. You've been clinging to this kind of moon aspect. It feels like now that the sun is back out, you're going to have this beautiful opportunity to restore balance to yourself, and maybe even balance to yourself through collaboration, through teamwork, maybe even through partnership. And this is going to be something that you're going to want to hold on to. This is going to be something that is going to move you past this energy that you've been stuck in, and it's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you feel more balanced, more just more of who you are at the root of who you are, okay? So we're moving past this moon into the sun, into this nice balanced energy that you're going to actually want to just sit in and soak up and enjoy. So it's interesting because you're going from being kind of this like stuck in this lower energy to something that is going to move you forward, and it's going to be something that you're actually going to want to sit in and enjoy. It's like you're doing the same thing in reverse. So that is the advice that I want to give you about that, is that let's make sure we're not going to extremes. when we are sitting in Sagittarius season, and Sagittarius is known for taking things to extreme. You know, why have one when we can have three, right? So when Divine Masculine, when we swing out of this lower energy and back into this higher energy, let's make sure that that's what they're saying. When you swing from this lower energy to this higher energy, let's make sure that we are staying rooted and we are staying grounded and true to our truest, highest self, so that we can sit in and enjoy the energy, but the energy doesn't cause us to get stuck. Okay, Divine Masculine? I hope that you found this helpful. If you haven't already given me a thumbs up or subscribed, I appreciate it so much. Hit that little bell to receive notifications when I post new content, because now it is time for our Divine Twin Flames reading. Twin Flames. First, we're going to pull from the Healing with Angels Oracle. Headphone users, let's turn it down. Nice. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, Spirit, what messages do we have for the Twin Flames today? What messages do we have for the Twin Flames for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? And what messages do we have for the Twin Flames for their time, place, space? They are watching this reading. Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, Spirit. Oh, there it is. Let's see what you got. Oh, you got two cards. First, you got forgiveness and you got study. That's interesting. Like I said, it feels like y'all are going to be having, so over here on the Divine Feminine, we have the yes, this new love, and some kind of resistance to it. In Divine Masculine, it feels like you've been kind of low, and now you need to summon your strength to move out of this and move forward, right? Well, it kind of feels like that's coming from forgiveness. Whether it's you're giving forgiveness to yourself for a choice you made, or you're asking for forgiveness for a choice you made from somebody else. But what you're being told is there's a study sitting here. So this forgiveness needs to come from a place that's very measured, a place that's very balanced. You see this rainbow here. This is, that balance. That's the rainbow bridge. You think of your chakras as the rainbow that lives within you. And this is balancing that rainbow bridge with your higher self, getting in line with your higher self and coming at this place of forgiveness from a higher point of view, from your heart chakra, and in alignment with your higher self. Okay, so if you're the one giving forgiveness, whether it's to yourself or to somebody else, you as well need to make sure that you are coming from a higher place, from a place of love. You're listening, through the ears of your heart. You're seeing through the eyes of your heart, and you're offering forgiveness from from your higher self's point of view, being in alignment. If you need to be the one receiving this forgiveness, know that that's not easy. Understand that wasn't easy for that person, and that it was probably difficult, even because our ego wants to stop us, okay? And know that it was a lot of work for that person to get into alignment with our higher self and to come from their heart. And understand that somebody is asking, sincerely, truly asking for forgiveness. Don't be stingy. Don't hold it back. Don't keep them, in the dark. Don't shut them out and put them out in the cold, right? You have the strength not only to ask for forgiveness, but to give forgiveness, okay? You have the strength to open up your heart to receive this new love, okay? So let's not be stubborn. Let's not leave each other out in the cold, okay? The answer is yes. Should you forgive them? Yes. Your higher self is saying, when you're asking your higher self, should you forgive them? Yes, you should. Should you forgive yourself? Your higher self is saying yes. Should you receive this forgiveness? Yes. Should you, is now the right time to ask for forgiveness because you've been feeling very left out in the cold, but since you lost this person, because, you did something that needs to be forgiven. Yes. Now is the time to ask for, give, and to receive this forgiveness, okay? Having said that, there's a caveat I'm hearing in my head with a study showing up. Be aware of narcissists. Understand that they will love bomb you to make everything better, to make everything okay. I'll never do this again. I promise this is the only time it ever happens. It'll never happen again. I love you, I love you, I love you. They'll shower you with gifts and praise and attention right before they pull the bait and switch and pull the rug out from beneath you, make you feel crazy all over again. So be aware of those who use your discernment when giving forgiveness, okay? Understand that you can give forgiveness, but it does not mean you need to allow them back into your life also. So use discernment when giving forgiveness to others, okay? But those who just made a genuine mistake, who are loving, who are coming from the right place, maybe y'all both need it to grow, you need it to heal so that you can move forward. Sometimes in relationships, they fall apart because you both need to heal from some aspect of your childhood. It has very little to do with necessarily the relationship. It has more to do with you. And you need to heal from some aspect of yourself that is unhealed. And you have to be apart because sometimes you can't heal a relationship when you're in the middle of it. Sometimes you need to be away from each other to heal each other separately. And I do feel like that is what has been going on a lot, Divine Twins. There has been a lot of separation, and this is why the unions are finally becoming active again, because there's a lot of healing. You've been doing the work for yourself. You've been forgiving yourself for the past mistakes you made and getting yourself into a higher alignment. And now, maybe because you've done the work, now maybe it's time to forgive and make truce and move forward and heal this relationship and allow this new love to come forward. Okay, twins? All right, let's get a little bit more clarity about that. Let's pull one more oracle card for you, twin flames. We're going to read from the Getting into the Vortex with Abraham Hicks. Headphone users, let's turn down the volume for the shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames, whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? What messages do we have for the twin flames for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? Thank you. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? We just need one card on the table, please. One card for our twin flames. What messages do we have for the twin flames? It looks like you've got two cards again. I've got a lot of messages today. Let me get a sip of tea. Here, let me lay this out and you can read them while I get my tea. I like this though. Okay, up first you have number 31, and it says, I came as an extension of source energy. 31 adds up to 4. 4 is when we are in total balance. We are in total balance with our self here in this 3D, with our higher selves, with our angelic dream team, the Council of Light, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, the 5D, and with source energy. That's the balance of all four things. You, your higher self, source, and the 5D angelic council of light, your dream team, okay? So I came as an extension of source energy, and number 22 is what that adds up to. So this is the balance of you and your higher self. So this is kind of cool. You go from a 2 to a 4. So you're balancing not only yourself and your higher self, but you're also learning to work with your angelic dream team, the council of light, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, whomever, and source. That's incredible. This is flawed premises can attract unwanted evidence. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Let me start here with this one. Number 20. If you were to hear a false premise again and again until you yourself begin to believe it and repeat it, now you are your own activation of that contradictory vibration. And that's going to interfere with your sense of your intelligence, okay? And you're going to begin to attract evidence of your false belief. In effect, proving the false belief to be true. And so it becomes increasingly hard for you to call this false premise fake news when the evidence seems to be telling you that it is true. For over time, you're going to come to believe it's true. So again, let me just say this. If somebody was to tell you a lie and you were to hear this lie over and over again, okay? And now you believe this lie, okay? And you began to repeat it over and over again until you now believe it, all right? You've taken what was something that was a lie, but now that you believe it and you believe it to be true, you are now activating within your own vibration an activation that a vibration that is contradictory to your own sense of intelligence, okay? And so you've activated this vibration of this false belief, this lie, and now because you've sent this vibration out, the universe is going to return that energy back to you. and it's going to return false belief to you, and it's going to show you to be true, okay? You're going to be calling in evidence that tells you it's true, and over time it's going to be harder and harder to tell the difference between the lie and the truth, okay? And before long, you're going to believe the lie to be a truth, okay? So right off the bat, what it feels like, this forgiveness that you need to be giving to someone or to yourself or to a situation or thing, whatever this forgiveness is, a study and forgiveness that you pulled, feels like somebody told a lie, but they didn't tell the lie because they thought it was a lie. They weren't trying to pull a fast one over you. Feels like they told you a lie because they thought it was true. They thought that whatever it was they were telling you, that it was truth. In fact, they had even attracted unwanted evidence that made the lie seem true to them. So they began to believe a lie is true, and they lied to you about something. And the thing is that even though you know they lied to you, they don't know they lied to you, okay? So as I said, forgiveness needs to come with some discernment, and that discernment comes from getting in line with your higher self, and then taking your higher self and getting in line with source energy, and then getting your angelic dream team online to help you understand and discern and, move yourself in the direction you want to go. Okay, so now we're going to read from number 31. I came as an extension of source energy. So yeah, this is kind of a follow-up to this Council of Light right here, okay? All right, it says, you came as a physical extension of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you, but for all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way, and by understanding that the relationship between you and your higher self is not one of separateness, but of alignment and of resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with source energy within you, every other relationship will be beneficial and pleasurable. So what happens is, it feels like one of you here in this situation, twins, it feels like one of you was out of alignment, okay? One of you was not in alignment, and you couldn't feel the relationship between you and your higher self. You felt like this is a separate relationship, and this is not something that you were part of. And so because you were not in alignment and you were not in resonance with your higher self, but you were in a state of separateness, you were able to then listen to people who were telling you false premises. And these false premises began to look a lot like the truth because you kept repeating them until they became true. And so now you believe they're true, and now you're offering up these vibrations that contradict your logic, and because you're offering up vibrations of falsehoods, these falsehoods are being attracted back to you. And so now you're beginning to believe these false premises to be true, okay? So it's because that you were not in alignment with your higher self. You couldn't hear the resonance and the truth of your higher self. You couldn't hear that extension and source energy that flows through you, help you get back into alignment with the truth. Okay, and so I think that what happened is that somebody here in this relationship had gotten out of alignment really bad and was believing things that were not true, and that caused some friction, that caused some breakup, maybe even some separation. And now it's time for that person, first of all, to forgive themselves for not being in alignment with themselves and with their higher selves and truth, and allowing themselves to be almost brainwashed, allowing themselves to not believe the truth, which is the truth is at the end of the day, anything that you are doing, if it is not in alignment with love energy, with the good of love, with the highest good of love, then it's not right, it's not true. And that's the honest to goodness truth. But you see that now, and you need to either offer yourself or someone else. I think with one of you twins is coming to the other and asking for forgiveness. As I said, the other twin, please use discernment. But I feel like you've both been doing a lot of work for yourselves. You've both been doing a lot of self-mastery, and the twin who may have seen things incorrectly is starting to see the truth, and they're starting to come back online, this self-mastery, and they're ready to come out of this barren land. They've seen the truth. They realize that when we're believing a lie, that lie leaves us with a lot of nothing. Okay, how do you know you're on the right path? Because your land will never be barren. You'll always have more than enough. You'll always have an abundance of love, an abundance of success, and abundance of prosperity when you're on the right path. So understand that if within your own life, I'm not saying if this is, if you don't have an abundance of things that's being caused by perhaps the place that you live in, or the country you live in, or the city you live in, rules and governments and things like that, exclude that, okay? I'm talking about within your own personal vibration, the relationships that you offer and are in, okay? If it's feeling more like this, that's because you haven't been online with yourself. The thing is that I feel like you have been. I feel like this has been the season of self-mastery, and now it's time to offer forgiveness to each other and ourselves for not seeing the truth, for not knowing the truth when we weren't standing in our own highest truth, okay? Let's pull one more set of cards before we close out this reading. We are going to read from the Paulina Tarot Twins. Let's get a little bit more clarity on this forgiveness and highest alignment, okay? Headphone users, let's turn down that volume for the shuffle for the last time. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames for this Thursday, December 17th, 2020? What messages do we have for the twin flames, whatever time, date, space, or place they're watching this reading? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We need 3 cards. Well, there's the first one. We need 2 more cards, please. We need 2 more cards on the table for our twin flames. What messages do we have for the twin flames? We need 2 more cards on the table, please. All right, there we have it. And at the bottom of the deck, all right, we got the Tower, we got the 3 of Cups, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the 8 of Cups and the Lovers. And I could keep going. Wow. Okay, stop. All right, twins, let's talk about how this works. The way I read is this is the past, present, future. This sits between the past and the present. This sits between the present and the future. And as always, the cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifiers. So sitting in the past, we have the 9 of Cups, and we have forgiveness, and we have study. So it feels like this is where you are working on ourselves, twins. This is the 9 of Cups. So this is, being very self-satisfied, very, what is the word I want to say here? It's really tapping into, tapping into our own emotional stability and working on ourselves. So it feels like this is where you were doing a lot of self-mastery. Remember, 9 is the end of the cycle. So it's time, it felt like you were ready to end a few cycles for yourself. Felt like you were ready to study your own needs and, do your own work towards forgiveness for yourself and others. This is actually what I do feel. This was definitely a time in the past that you have been doing a lot of self-mastery and working on your own emotional stability, okay? Because coming from the past into the present, we have strength again, twice. Twice we have strength, just like a divine masculine. We've got strength twice here. Leo energy, very heavy on the table here. So this could be for one of you. There is a Leo coming in who is about to ask for forgiveness, and I'll tell you why, but let me get to that. Again, strength ascending under study and forgiveness. So I feel like, what I said about that forgiveness is about using your discernment when offering forgiveness. Just because you give somebody forgiveness does not mean they are allowed back into your life, okay? You can forgive somebody without opening the doors to your kingdom, but you definitely have the strength to sit down, have that conversation with them. You definitely have the strength to forgive them and to even forgive yourself. And now, and the strength card as it's coming up, I feel like also is saying you have the strength to heal yourself from this. This is a lesson, whether you let this person back in or not, this is a lesson. This is what study is here telling you. This is a lesson for you to learn. This forgiveness that needs to be given or offered or received, this is a lesson for you to be taught and for the other person to be taught as well, okay? So this is something that, a lesson that you are here to learn. So the thing is that I hear karmic. Karmic relationships are here to teach us things, okay? They're here to help our souls grow and evolve. And a lot of times when we think of karmic, we think of romantic relationships. Karmic relationships could be anybody. It could be your mother, it could be your neighbor, it could be somebody you work with, it could be your school teacher, it could have been anybody. It could be a postman, it doesn't matter, it could be anybody. Okay, so it feels like there's something you're supposed to learn in this forgiveness, okay? Because like I said, this is emotional stability. So you've been working hard on getting your own emotions in check, and now it's time to take what you learn and master it, okay? There's definitely some healing. I feel like if there is a karmic relationship, that is time for you to learn from that, okay? It's the time has come. So moving forward, though, we still have strength in the present, but moving into the future, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, real quick, hang on, I didn't mention this. Strength is sitting underneath. I'm sorry, yeah, sitting underneath. I came here as an extension of of source energy, and flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. So that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to, now is the time for you to be discerning and realize, hey, what beliefs do I have that are actually not true? What do I think is true that isn't true? And what am I holding on to that is not in my highest and best alignment, okay? So again, this is still a lot about self-mastery, okay? And perhaps that mastery maybe even in this relationship, okay? It could be that now y'all are ready to have these conversations and to heal this relationship, okay? Y'all have done a lot of work, and now it's time for y'all to look at this relationship and see where it's flawed and where you have flawed premises in this relationship that can be healed and get into better alignment with the path that you both want to be on. Because here we have in the future Seven of Pentacles. Watering your garden and watching your flowers grow, right? This is that hard work. This is showing up and doing the work, right? So it's funny because I feel like study should be the one that's above the Seven of Pentacles, because that is what this is. This is the hard work. This is doing the work, okay? But you have the strength to do it. You have the strength to heal this relationship. You have the strength to get this relationship back in alignment with what you want, because I feel like this relationship may have gotten a little bit off track, okay? And here's why. You've got the Tower sitting right here at the bottom, okay? So I feel like something happened in the, it could be the recent past, the distant past, but either point, I definitely feel like this relationship for some of you, this new love isn't a new love, but it's a new chance at an old love, okay? And that was brought on by the Tower. It could also be that you're getting a new love because the old relationship you were in had to break down because there was a lot of untruths, okay? You both needed to work on yourself, but that's the thing. Three of Cups. All right, you move from that Tower into that Three of Cups. That Three of Cups, this Tower led to, you doing the inner work, the work of getting into alignment with your higher self and becoming a co-creator in your life and working on, manifesting, working with others, maybe getting spiritual teachers, maybe getting counselors or therapists or whatever it is, but you've been working on your own fortune. You've been working on clearing out old cycles so that you can move forward, so that you can leave behind what no longer serves you, and so that you can get what you want the most. Look there, the Lovers. So this is what I'm trying to say. I feel like the Lovers have done a lot of work after this breakdown. There has been a lot of self-mastery. There has been a lot of clearing out old karmic cycles, leaving behind past lifetimes regrets that you just, past patterns and habits is what I want to say. Old habits and patterns that no longer serve you, and healing yourselves so that you can heal this relationship. So Divine Twins, the message here for me is screaming loud and clear. Forgiveness. Please forgive yourselves, each other. Use discernment, but understand that you're both coming at a point now from higher self-mastery, and you're ready to move forward and to plant your gardens and watch it grow. This is y'all. I see this union. It's time. All right, twins, let me know about it. Let's talk about it down in the comments. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or hit that little notification bell to find out when I post new content. I do post new content Monday to Friday, so I hope you come back. And until I see you again, know just how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, twins.